Trust me when I say that you're not the only one who is surprised that this channel has lasted for as long as a year. Hi there folks, it's the Gravestalker here. It's my birthday. Well, not mine, but it's the birthday of the Gravestalker channel. February 11, 2021, I released my first video. It's a masterpiece. I got several award nominations for it. You definitely check it out. Check all my videos out. They're all great. Every single one of them are a banger. But for real though, I would just like to take a second to just thank y'all for getting me through a year. I mean, that alone is just surprising. This has never been a big part of my life, but it is fun. I just enjoy doing it. And so for any of you who've watched even so much as 2 of my videos, thank you. And dropping the like button, thank you. Subscribing, you don't have to, but thank you for doing so if you have. This is a very special show for you today. Anniversary special, if you will. I am going to be doing a lot of segments, or a considerable number of just a few segments. And I'm going to be doing some activities, games. You're going to get a lot more involved on my content this year. Well, hopefully, if things go according to plan, then you will. Well, then again, when do things actually go according to schedule? So yeah, just stick around, have a good time, and yeah, just all that good stuff. For real though, thank you. Right about now, we're going to be doing a special segment called Renew Your Vows. This is the part of the show where I am going to basically list off some things that I think are pretty popular, that I don't have a personal grievance against, and would be willing to do more of if you wanted to see more of that. Because when I plan out what videos I release, which 90% of the time doesn't actually have a plan, it is just me playing a video game, or me in the moment, like I want to share this with someone else. And it's usually stuff that I'm playing. It's never really like I'm playing Marvel's Avengers because that's popular or something. I just play it because I spent money on it. I feel like I want to use that money well. But I do understand that most of you are wanting to see a certain video game, a certain whatever. And so this is your opportunity to make your voice heard. So yes, bear with me. We're going to keep this short. LEGO Dimensions, I think I may or may not have promised this, one of my LEGO short stop-motion movies, but I don't know. If you like LEGOs, then you will like LEGO Dimensions. It's actually my favorite LEGO game, besides, obviously, the G's. Fall Guys, which I think is going to be coming to Switch, so that's going to be pretty epic, and Skyrim. Everyone keeps referring me to Skyrim. I don't care. I'm not a big fantasy person. I struggled through Lord of the Rings. I'm not gonna lie. But apparently Skyrim is legit, so I might check that out. I don't know. Minecraft. Okay. I did put on here Overwatch. But, I mean, I'm already working on a video. Spoiler alert, yes. So keep an eye out for that one. But yeah, if you want to see me do more Overwatch, then Overwatch is an option. And finally, a video game I think should have won Game of the Year awards, which was not nominated for anything despite clearly having the potential to just blow everyone away. And it really went under the radar, I'd have to say. It's one of my favorite games I've been looking forward to playing for a while. Balan's Wonderlands.
Wedding count, ilawini, sindana, ay Wedding count, ilawini, sindana.
No, I'm just kidding. No, for real though. Grand Theft Auto. Enough said.
Oh man, speed up!
I cannot tell you how many times people ask me,
Yo, Gravestalker, what are you waiting on? What's upcoming that you're excited for?
and I'm finally ready to settle this debate. So I'll essentially just be listing off the top 10 upcoming projects, primarily video games, I'd have to say, that I'm interested in, that I'm hyped for, that are probably going to be in some way, shape, or form interpreted into content for this channel, or something like that. Just a little disclaimer, I feel like people are going to get upset at me if I don't say this. Most of the video games I tend to play are typically in line with franchise-type material. This is because I enjoy movies, TV shows, whatever, so much that I want to get more out of it, and that's usually why I play video games. But now I'm starting to appreciate, you know, Halo, Doom, these things with original concepts. I am starting to appreciate that a lot more. But for the time being, these are going to be my top 10 most hyped projects. Honestly, I'm excited for, but not looking forward to.
The choices you make now will define the legacy of Hogwarts.
Hogwarts Legacy. I just want to kind of see what it is. The trailer was singular, there's only one as far as I'm aware of. Makes it seem like it has a lot of potential, but I don't know. When it comes to Harry Potter stuff, it's either really good or really bad. Next up, we got Gotham Knights, which is supposed to be right on the corner, but will probably be delayed again and again and again for the rest of eternity until we get a Cyberpunk-type product. From my understanding, it is going to be a 2-player co-op adaptation of Arkham Knight, but they kill off Batman or something. I don't know. All I do know is that based on what people have picked apart from the footage they've shown, is that it's going to have gear system. Nobody plays video games to do more homework, and I hate when video games become so reliant on numbers that you're essentially just doing more addition, subtraction, multiplication, division than you are with normal math homework. I think there's a lot of potential for a stealth-inspired game like Lord of the Rings Gollum, but like I said, I'm not the biggest fantasy fan in the world, so I'm just in for the ride, I guess. When it comes to this hardcore fantasy stuff, I don't see an intrigue to a bunch of dudes walking around on foot through the woods for hours and days and months and years. I just personally am not like, heck yeah, count me in. I'm more of just like, I mean, they fight some skeletons along the way. That's pretty epic. Now, this next one is extremely controversial. I guarantee you at least half the people watching will just scream in anguish when I say this, but Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Listen, hear me out. I didn't exactly finish the first one, so that's what I'm judging it off of, is how far I did go. But once again, I'm not the biggest fantasy fan, so it was very difficult for me to stay in the Legend of Zelda hype. But the gameplay was solid and very polished, I will give you that. So, that is why it is this far up the list, and also why this far down the list. I lost track of what number we were on. But that doesn't matter, because next we've got the Bond Project. I'm just gonna do 4 more and then just say I did 10, because I don't know how to count. Just kidding, am I? Yes. Bond Project, made by the same people who did Hitman 1, 2, and 3. This is essentially Hitman 4, but with James Bond instead of the dude with the price tag on the back of his head. Next up, we've got Injustice 3. Oh right, something I forgot to mention is that the people who make Injustice, NetherRealm or something, I think there's some speculation that they might be involved with a Marvel game. So if we can get a Marvel/Mortal Kombat game, just think about how nuts that would be. Anyways, I just thought that was a fun little fact. Really excited to see what they do with this one, especially since they're teasing Watchmen-related stuff. Oh, I'm hype. Although, if the rumors are true and they really do add Dr. Manhattan in as a playable character, I really will hate them so incredibly much, and that's not even a joke. Finally, first place. Come on, y'all know this. Come on.
Task Force X. Your new mission is to kill the Justice League.
Suicide Squad, kill the Justice League, baby. This is a direct sequel or spin-off of the Arkham series, and it's going to have multiple playable characters, a vibrant world for once. It's not going to be at nighttime, it's not going to be raining. This is going to be bright Metropolis, and you get to kill the Justice League. What more do you want?
Waller, the Penguin is in flight. Repeat, the Penguin is in flight.
Then let's clip his wings.
No, that's Nolan North! Leave Nolan North alone!
He's gotten off!
No!
Hitting him again.
He's ran out the door! Somebody stop him!
Did that get him?
No! It very much did not get him. Waller, blow up his head!
Honorable mentions, I will say, are games that I'm already pre-ordered or asking for my birthday. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Lego Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and I think that's about it. Yeah. Do you agree with my picks? Make sure to let me know in the comment section below. I will not read it at all. So this is a segment I like to call Break Your Vows. I'm going to list off some of the things I just hate and I've never done in my life, or that I've said I would never do again. And this is the one opportunity for y'all to vote down in the comments or on the Discord server or whatever to try and get me to break my vows. I can only break one of the following, but this means, like, when I said I would never play Call of Duty Warzone again, this is an opportunity for you to say, hey, break your vows. See what I mean? So once again, I hate you if you participate in this, but I appreciate it if you would. We're gonna start with Apex Legends. I am not a big fan of this. I used to play. In fact, I wasn't allowed to play when it first came out because no one explained to me what it was. So I did a terrible job of trying to explain it to my peers. And so yeah, I played it for a really long time. Actually got really good at it. And I just have not played it in over 2 years now. But hey, break your vows. Next one, we got Fallout New Vegas. I doubt anyone's gonna vote for that one. Call of Duty Warzone. Okay, please, no. Spare me. League of Legends. League of Legends. I have never played this before, but like I said, this is like next level nerd crap. Then there's Roblox, which I don't have a personal grievance against. I just simply don't care enough about it. Like, why bother? But hey, if you like Roblox, you want me to play Roblox? Feel free. Look, I'm not saying that I always hop on the bandwagon whenever there's a new and spicy, exciting trend. But, I mean, I tend to keep up, more or less. But I bet you most of you won't believe me that even when it was at the height of its popularity, I never played Among Us. Like, that's not even a joke. I have never in my life played Among Us. So, if you vote for Among Us, I will kill you. But hey, I'm a man of my word. If you vote for Among Us, so be it. I'll play Among Us, dadgummit. So this is Break Your Vows, a segment I am sure to regret. Thank you. Something I would appreciate some help on is figuring out how to get the Nintendo Switch to port directly to my laptop where I capture this footage that I use for my videos. How does that work? Look, I'm not the biggest tech person. Like, I know how to work Microsoft Word, but that's about it. I'm sick and tired of taking 30-second clips of the games that allow game clipping on the Switch and then having to go through each and every individual one and then download it onto my phone using the QR code. Like, it's a process and it's so repetitive and just, it honestly, it takes a few hours. That Little Mac one took me 2.5 hours, but I'd actually bought something back in November that was supposed to connect HDMI cable to my laptop. And I was like, this is perfect. Option A is that you do an HDMI cord to the TV and another HDMI cord into this thing that will plug into my laptop, which would be recording, and then I would capture everything on the TV. Or I would just have it go from the Switch itself to the laptop. Like, I don't know how that would work, but that was the way I was thinking. And it doesn't work. It does not capture anything. Like, this thing that attaches the HDMI, whatever, to my laptop, any form of connecting a Switch or a TV to this laptop does not work. So if y'all have any editing softwares, anything that y'all think would be very useful in me trying to stream or me trying to record these Nintendo Switch, that would be greatly appreciated, because I do want to do some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate or some of these games that don't allow game capture clip. Also, side note, 30 seconds Nintendo, that's the best we could do for a Nintendo Switch system. I'm just saying, like, I understand it's just a clip, but 30 seconds? None of that made any sense whatsoever. I'm keeping it, though. I'm keeping it. You never asked, so I never delivered. But somewhere deep down inside of you, you may or may not know that you want to have a Gravestalker face reveal. So here we go. We're gonna make history, boys. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. What do you think? You see, it's funny because it didn't work like how I wanted to. Real face reveal at, let's say, 1,000 subscribers. Is that doable? I haven't had it, this stupid mask. Alright, I'm doing something I've never done before. I'm putting the alias of Gravestalker aside me. Thank y'all so much. This has been just a wonderful time. I've always loved watching TV shows, movies. Like, it's just a passion of mine. And making these videos are almost like making a mini movie for me. That's why there are so many bad ones, because it's so easy to make a bad movie. And I've slowly, gradually, granted, they're not great, but they're better. I'm improving my quality of content. I think you would agree. And I think that's really the goal here, is it's not to get more views. It's not for me to get more subscribers. All I'm trying to do is just have fun. And, you know, honestly, this is a good way for me to kind of test the medium of, you know, what people like, what people don't like. And I've just really had so much fun recording these video games, doing little clips, writing the gags, and just everything from editing to publishing. Like, it's just been so much fun, and I enjoy this so much. It's a hobby I don't consider a priority, which is why it's so many just random splice stuff normally. But it's important. It's very fun and has gradually taken a very close spot to my heart, I will have to say. But let's stay away from all the mushy-gushy crap. School, work, all this stuff is getting extremely demanding. That's not going to mean I'm going to stop. What that's going to mean is that I'm going to have to change my strategy. So, the Weekend Whip, I'm not messing with that. That's essentially Batman Arkham Knight on Friday evenings, Halo Infinite somewhere Saturday from the morning to noon range, and we still have a vacant spot on Sunday evenings because, well, I don't want to do more Undertale. I'm sorry, I just can't. I want something new, exciting, fresh. If you have any recommendations, I'm down to listen. But I probably will have to do a weekly limit on an upload for the Gravestalker show, which is probably the content y'all like. It is the thing where I go through and I polish, refurbish, just refine the editing. And I think none of my stuff is drop dead hilarious, but I think this is definitely the funniest material I have. And then the rest, I'm just going to kind of do one from every category every month, if that seems fine. And if that's bearable, I'll improve from there. But for the time being, we're doing the dog bowls half-time, so. This is Gravestalker, and I'm out.